Redcon, I fucked up real bad. Redcon, it makes me so mad at myself. Redcon, I looked on the web. I mixed up Rovagug with Zeb. And that spiritual weapon should have been a spike gauntlet instead of an axe. I'm sorry. It's really playing games, the Extinction. Chris, I'm the GM Graham, and joining me today are Brian, his Faith, the Tiefling Monk.
Hi.
Garrett is Fabian, the Catfolk Rogue.
Hey there.
Ross is Owarshisk, the Lizard Folk Swashbuckler. Other Ross is Marion, the Half-Elf Oracle.
Coming at you, overhyped and overstuffed.
Yeah! And unfortunately, Patrick is unable to join us today, usually playing Horatio Colder, the Half-Elf Wizard. But and he always has something quippy and pithy to say here, which helps me go into it, so I missed that. But you guys are in the Moonstone Hall, this desecrated now temple to Eridan, the dead god of humanity, and this little big winged eye symbol is his symbol. You went into the foyer here in the atrium of this temple with broken stained glass windows and these Zolgaths using blood to deface the holy images of Eridan on these walls here. Had Marion peeking through the window, and the Zolgaths immediately set about attacking you. Coming into here and bursting through the window, you discovered they were also accompanied by a blood demon, this Babao, that you did battle with and slew, and also found that to the south here was a little adjoining chamber with this corrupted moonstone pool, this purplish sludge oozing around it, and you were able to perform these holy tasks to Eridan, and through that purifying energy cleanse this pool, but as to what its purpose and anything beyond that, you're not entirely sure. Found some neat gloves in there, gave them to Faith, who's got the big chonky mittens and wraps and gloves and everything on now. And decided to head into the main part of the temple, where you found destroyed pews, this dais with a pulpit on it, 3 huge big Zolgaths, anointed, it seems, with different profane blood runes and these, fungi and lichens spread over them, so now that they are expiring, they also stink really bad. And this one wicked-looking Zolgath with gray, taut skin, these red robes, these long, snake-like movements, and this diadem on its head.
Bram?
Yes.
Glitch out for you guys, too?
Am I glitchy?
No.
Just for a minute.
All right, I'm back. But this diadem was on the Zolgath priestess that you slew, and now the din and excitement of battle calming down at the moment. You're licking your wounds as a lot of you got beaten up pretty badly by these Zolgaths. Marion, you have this feeling, this sense from the pulpit, standing still intact on the dais there. These images, these spectral phantasms, appear in sort of like a rapid-fire slideshow. At the pulpit, you'll see all these different figures go one, so quickly from one to another. You can tell they're different people, but it's going in so fast succession that you can't tell individual details of these people, but all of them kind of quickly stand behind the pulpit, all of them either in the middle of some kind of sermon, and then as quickly as they appear they disappear. You get this kind of ghostly, otherworldly sense coming from the pulpit there. And beyond that, kind of behind the dais there, you can see these huge engraven images that have just been defaced. There seems to be writing on the images. It's a bit far from to make up specifics at the moment, but you can see that the Zolgaths clearly have been at work here as well. So what do you do?
First, I think we need multiple rounds of healing
Yeah, probably.
to start off this room.
We'll start with Fabian
Oh,
on the order of triage.
let me come over to you.
What about this diadem?
You go investigate the smaller Zolgath that you slew.
That's right.
Give some attempted healing to Fabian.
Okay.
Haha, I
Good.
succeeded.
All right. Well, Faith gives a healing punch to Fabian. Oartius comes over to this Zolgath. You see that this is a silver circlet, and there are stones set into it. But you notice when you get close and kind of lift it up that the stones are cracked. It seems that this has been damaged somehow. And that is about all you can tell with just a kind of cursory glance there looking at it. There's some kind of a circlet made of silver set with these stones that are cracked and seem to have some damage in the housing of each of those.
I guess I'll ask Horatio and Marion if they know anything about this. Hold it up.
Yeah, I'll come over and pick it up, take a look at it, identify it, hopefully.
Okay, the Colder brothers take their glances upon it. Marion. Okay. Need to look this up because this is important. Let's say, ooh yeah, Marion. Marion gets to it first. Marion, you're a little bit in your element here. The spirit's very present in here, very strong. You can tell that there is a very otherworldly presence in this Moonstone Hall. Ooh, interesting. Maybe not. Okay. So, Marion, what you can tell that so there's the silver band.
Mhm.
They're 3 tear-shaped pearlescent moonstones that are cracked. What it sets immediately off in your mind, and kind of the big obvious connection, is the moonstones set in this,
Yeah.
and kind of the relationship between that and the pool that you saw earlier in the temple. Beyond that and that connection to it, you're not 100% certain. There's obviously something that this, either focuses some kind of energy or enables something at the pools, but you can't tell 100% what that might be. But you also can tell with your check that this is broken, this is damaged somehow. So as to if it still holds that same connection, and if, what that might entail, remains to be seen. But there's definitely, this is a moonstone diadem.
Okay. I would like to loot the rest of the bodies.
Alrighty. So these big boys here.
Basically, you heal me.
Sure.
Sure. Oh,
Oh, I succeeded at least.
yeah.
Hey.
And then I will heal myself.
Alright, so you spend a bit of time here healing up in the midst of the temple. On the larger Zolgaths, besides just the smell and everything coming off of them, don't seem to be wearing much in the way of armor of any use, and they have these just large mauls that they were slamming you with, big hammers. Beyond that, not really anything you notice of use. on the Zolgaths.
What on the cleric?
On the cleric, so besides the diadem that was pretty nice, has a religious symbol to Zev Gavazeb. So you can tell this was channeling some demonic power from that beast of Glutton Dark. And the gauntlet that it was wearing seems to be pretty powerful, but beyond that, there's not much else of value on the Zolgath cleric you slew.
Is it a spiked gauntlet?
It is indeed a spiked gauntlet.
Is it magical?
Horatio can definitely ping a detect magic and determine that it, yes, indeed, is magical.
I would like to identify that.
Okay, so Marion, take a glance at that one. Maybe Marion, maybe Horatio helps you out just a little bit. Between the two of you, you can tell the fairly simple enchantment on it. It is a +1 striking spiked gauntlet. So, spiked gauntlet that does a little bit more damage and is magic.
Nice.
Yep. While you all are in the midst of this, looking through and trying to heal up and repair yourselves, there is a bit of commotion in the atrium, and you all see a trio of Zolgaths come look through the open door, see you all in the midst of doing something,
out.
And yell and scream their war cries and become very angry that you are here and see the bodies of their larger brethren on the ground there, so they run in to attack you. I would like everyone to roll perception for initiative.
This is the first time we've been run in on. I was still getting healed.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to heal you again.
Yeah,
throwing up my hand.
Sometimes the bad guys, they're looking for you. They hear you and they're looking for you.
Turns out.
Yeah, turns out just taking 45 minutes as a break.
Taking half an hour, just kind of in the middle of here. Sometimes, people, they want to know what happened.
Sometimes you're in the middle of taking a break and your boss calls you. Yeah, I know how it goes.
Yeah, that's how it rolls, man. I'm sorry. So do that.
The door's open, right?
Yes, the door is open. That's how you can see kind of line of sight to these dudes. And appears to be another one that some of you may be able to see kind of sneaking back through the corner over here. Do that. And these guys look pretty strong, pretty mean, nasty looking Zolgaths. But okie dokie. Yeah, they're kind of looking around for you guys. They'll use perception for their initiatives.
I mean, they were not very sneaky.
No, they just kind of walked out in the middle of the atrium. So
I guess they kind of used intimidation though, because they were yelling at us.
Yeah, they're yelling at you, but you're so used to Zolgaths and their bullshit by this point. But one of them does seem to be just gung ho, ready to just come in there and seek revenge on the horrible surface dwellers that have come in and slain their brethren. So, this guy is going to definitely have their weapons out because they're hunting out and seeing what's happening around here. So he's going to go and run in. We're gonna go over to about here. And Fabian's right there, so we'll go run over to Fabian, and then I'm gonna get these big boys out of the way just so the battlefield's a little easier to raid. So gonna get over to you, Fabian, and then is going to swing at you with a great axe. So there's a 27 hit you, Fabian.
Does.
All
Does.
right, you'll take 9 points of slashing damage as this axe bites into you. But then we'll move on to Faith.
I guess I'm
Need you to make a fortitude saving throw because he's stinky.
I am close enough.
Yep.
Make my fort saving throw. Or I attempt.
You're
I will
good.
make my fort saving throw.
If you do not care about the sting.
I'm gonna move here to flank him. Move you over there, and then punch him.
All right.
I will flurry.
A 20 is enough. 14 points of damage.
27's also enough.
27 is also enough. 8 more points of damage.
Yeah. Now he has to make a fort save.
Let's
Aha.
see about that.
He fort saved by fort save.
19.
19 is gonna. It's a regular failure. It's a
Oh.
non-critical failure.
So he is slowed 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Or no.
No. Stunned.
Stunned one.
Stunned one.
Stunned and slowed are different.
Stunned and slowed are
That's true.
different. All right, and then follow-up punches and kicks for 14 more
Yeah.
points of damage. You see him come in, bite the axe into Fabian, and you smack him up good. These big, huge ham hocks you have now, just blam, slamming into him. He's bloodied after that onslaught from.
I just spent
the
10
monk.
minutes healing him. Why are you hurting him again?
He's so frustrated. Like I just fixed him. All right.
It's like shoveling it. It's like trying to shovel the tide. And I'm done.
All right. Moving on to Horatio. I'm gonna have Horatio be nice and easy, and just do some of the electricity that he loves to do so very, very much. Let's see. Can we get into position? Where'd he go? Let's see. I don't want to send him out in the front. That seems an atypical thing for Horatio to do. We'll just have him just zap and finish off the Zolgath right here. How about that? Just a little zappy zap. Zip. So he has to make a reflex save. And he succeeds, takes 5 points of electricity damage, looking real rough. And then he'll do that thing that he does, the protective ward.
Got one action.
It is one action.
There you go.
So that will start at a 5-foot radius. Boop. Alright, Marion.
I'm gonna draw my bow, enter point blank stance, and I'm going to shoot point blank at the one in front of me.
Alright.
Nice.
22 will be enough. You finish it off with an arrow to the chest. Flops over dead. Alright.
Yes, I know it's awesome. Shut up, he says to the ghosts.
Yes, the ghosts are politely clapping. I do need the Colder brothers to make fortitude saves for me, because he did start to turn in the aura of the thing, so let's see.
I got a 12.
Ooh. So Horatio's okay, but Marion, that stink just a little permeates a little bit, so you are sickened 1. So not feeling super great. But I think that's still, it still would have hit even with and so killed him, even with that sickened condition. So,
Awesome.
yep. I only had 3 hit points left. Alright. Does the ancestors applaud you for the good bow strike? Is that your turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. Fabian.
Okay, so can you move and then like ready in action essentially to?
Ready is 2 action activity, where you prepare to take a single action or free action as a reaction with a trigger you designate. So you could take 1 action and then use ready as a 2 action activity.
Perfect. I'm going to use my first action to walk here.
Okay,
And
go
my
ahead
ready
and
action-
make a fortitude save for me because
Oh.
you go into the stank.
Absolutely.
You got that stinkiness. Ooh, 18. 18 is not quite enough. You will get just a little
Hey.
whiff of it and be a sickened one as you
Take
come
that
toward the Zolgaths.
And then I will ready action. If something comes in my 5-foot square, I'll stab it.
Okay, you ready to
No,
stab?
something hostile. Not,
Oh,
not friendly.
not good to know. Good to know. So Fabian kind of throws up a little bit and readies the rapier behind the door there. The Zolgaths, let's see, is going to come in. 1, 5, 10, 15. It's going to come right by you in the doorway. If you want to try to make an attack, Fabian.
I will make my.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, fuck. You ready, and just as he's coming through, blindside into him, skewering and twisting the rapier right as he's coming
There you
by.
go.
So it's 8 plus 6? Yeah?
Yeah.
It's 14. 14 points of damage. It causes him a good deal of rage. So he's going to stop with the rapier sticking into him. So is going to then do a strike against you. A horrible.
Seems fair.
Yeah. He's going to try to smack you with the great axe. So does a 29 hit you?
Oh, yes it does.
Okay,
Yes, it does.
okay. So it's gonna do that, and then so you're gonna take 9 points of slashing damage, and it's going to bear down into you with some dark evil energy in it as well. I need you to make a fortitude save.
No, I can be hurt by dark evil energies.
Yes. 17 is not enough. You feel the energy from the axe bite into you, and now in addition to being sickened one, you are also enfeebled one.
Great.
So you are sickened and enfeebled.
Oh no.
Yes, Catfolk did a nasty sneaky stab, but then he comes back with a vengeance. All right, then we're on to Oarshisk. Who I always assume just holds your breath all the time.
If I'm not in range with anything, then sure.
Yeah.
And none of this is difficult terrain, right?
No, it's obviously long since damaged and destroyed, so it's not enough to impede your movement, really.
I'm gonna run up to this one, and I'm gonna try to shove him back.
Okay, doing the shove.
Yeah, doing a shove. Athletics check against fort.
Oh, 33 is a critical shove.
You can move 10 feet.
All right, do you want to push him 10 feet back?
Well, let's do the 5.
All right.
And then I'll advance with him.
You come forward, just bam, shoulder check this Zolgath, knocking him off balance and out
Out
back
of the
into
way.
the atrium.
And then I'm gonna try for a slash or follow up.
All right. Yikes. Oof. Would that have the -4 because of a shove being an attack?
Yes.
That's fine. We just take the -4 off of that roll. You rolled a 19, so you're going to be good anyway. Just make sure, because no,
Wait,
even with the minus
5, right?
it's agile, isn't
It's
it?
agile.
Oh,
so
agile.
-4.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're right.
So it would be a 30. Even with the 30, that is still a critical hit. So that's
34.
34 points of damage. My god. Oarshisk runs forward, bodies into him, knocks him back, and claws right through his neck. Blood flying everywhere as the Zolgath is just immediately destroyed.
A Tarantino film style, right?
Jeez, yeah, just excessive blood. Like one claw up for Oarshus and just getting showered with blood from the Zolgath. Like on the temple floor. It's just brutal.
That'll be my turn.
Not for kids. Okay, 2 Zolgaths down in the first round. Let's see what the guys in the back can do. Let's see. Ooh, can we get... Yeah, we're gonna do it. So this Zolgath over here, you see, also has this wicked-looking gauntlet on their claws. So you see... Yeah, so this Zolgath comes forward, has kind of the same sort of flowing robes, but these are more of a gray and dingy color. And you see one of its eyes is gray and clouded over and a bit larger. So it comes with this one eye glaring at you. The spiked gauntlet becomes wreathed in dark energy. So it's going to come up to the position where this guy was. Like stepping over fallen comrade, and come forward and well, do I want to do that? Yeah, why not?
Currently having a stare off with a spider on the computer.
Yeah, Godspeed.
I see you.
Yeah, it's just gonna trap punch you.
Okay.
Does a 27 hit you, Oarshus?
That does hit me.
Okay. You take 7 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a fortitude save.
Yep.
27 is good. You are unaffected.
Despite having really bad rolls at the beginning of this campaign, like the first several sessions, I feel like this second half, just on average, I roll pretty well.
Yeah, you're doing swell. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. So, they put this in wrong. Interesting. Okay. It is then going to follow that up. So it moves, punches out at you, and then this dark energy swelling up unleashes it as a spell in your direction. Okay. So I need you to make a fortitude save.
Another one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. You did good. Good job, Oarshus. So you'll only end up taking 4 points of negative damage. As it comes forward, you do battle with this Zolgath and seem to fend off its attacks left and right. No problem. The other Zolgath, who's still around, probably come forward. We'll come to there. And Yeah, hit Oarshisk, I think.
Okay.
Trying to take down the big scary lizard folk. So with a Great Axe attack, it's a 25 to hit you.
Yep, that'll hit.
Alright, 10 points of slashing damage. And then I need you to make yet another fortitude save. And this one's a lower DC, and you're good. You don't care. You're strong, standing lizard folk. Unafraid of all the stuff the Zolgaths throw your way. Faith, back to you.
There's one here that I can see. This other one seems to have a... Oh, that's a special one. Okay. Do I have to make another fort save? Because I moved to a new one?
No, you're immune to it for a while when you succeed.
I'm going to try to punch this one.
Alright. Flanking with Oarshisk.
Yeah. Ooh, that might be a crit.
30 is a critical hit. This one takes a nasty crack in its spine from behind.
And I'll punch him in his other spine.
29. Oh,
We are
flat-footed it is. God
Huh?
damn it. So 22 more damage. Jesus. Yeah, those two sickening cracks in its spine after those punches. Ow.
Okay, he has to make a fort save.
Okay.
Can slow this one down.
Yeah, don't think it's long for this world. Nope, he fails. 14 total. So he's stunned.
And then last attack, 25, just regular hit.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that he's stunned. You crack him upside the head, and he falls down like a sack of potatoes. Dead.
He's extra stunned.
Yep.
And then I am done.
All right. Horatio. Well, we got one left, so I'll just keep shooting my lightning at it. Lightning. Makes a reflex save.
Critical failure.
What do you think, Ross?
I've played games with you long enough to
You've
know.
played games with me long enough to know exactly what that sigh is about. Horatio Palpatine's the shit out of this guy. And the evil cleric of Zeb Gava Zeb takes a face full of lightning, 26 points of damage. And we'll say Horatio just sustains that protective ward, increasing the aura to 10 feet. And Marion.
I'm going to step to here. I'm going to insult them in Undercommon
Ooh. Mean.
for Bon Mot against their will DC.
Against Will DC, a 22 is not quite enough.
Well, then I just stare them down.
That is enough.
Oh, it's actually a 28.
28.
Second.
Oh, 28 will still do it.
Awesome.
So they are a little shaken as you try to go over there, yelling at them, and then the yells are just kind of like, "Argh!" and you just give the classic Marion stare. And then it's quaking in its boots, if it had any. So that was Marion. Fabian.
Okay. Can I strike him from here? Or has he got cover?
Kind of on the corner, so I'd say he has regular cover, but not much more than that.
Okay, why don't I think I'll try to walk around. Maybe that's hopefully he won't smack.
Sure.
John.
Probably get around, unless he's going to take a reaction.
Does not seem to be quick enough to do so.
I would have. And then let's try to take that first stab. All my negatives.
Oof. So a 28 will... it's flanking and frightened. Flat-footed. Frightened. Status penalties, those stack. So it would be that. 28 is not quite enough to crit, but it is a hit on a creature that is flat-footed to you.
Okay, well, I will do that damage, and then
17 points damage.
we're getting good at the damage. And
God,
then I will
man.
actually use that feat that I took and then completely forgot about.
Twist
sneak
the
attack.
knife.
Ooh.
Adds persistent bleed damage to sneak attacks, which I believe equals 2, because
Yeah.
I have 2.
Yeah.
So
Two.
that's every time you get sneak attack, you get to deal persistent bleed damage. Wow.
Ah.
Apparently.
Is that an action to do so?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Then I will do that, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Yeah, you go and twist the rapier. It hurts very badly. Arshisk.
We're just gonna go in. Slash. 26
sorry.
to hit.
Yes, I want to check one thing real quick because Fabian, you're enfeebled, yeah?
I am.
Okay, that is just for one round. So after the end of your turn, you're no longer enfeebled.
Oh.
Yep.
That's good.
And that 26 to hit its flat-footed. Yeah, that's gonna do it. 13 points of damage.
Yeah.
Looking bad. Looking real bad.
Let's try a finisher.
Okay, if you want, I guess.
Okay, Sufyan.
If you want to finish me, if you want. I mean, it's way up to you.
Yeah, so instead of 3 precision, it's going to be 6 precision damage.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Um,
So 9 plus.
wow.
12. 21.
That's a lot more than 12.
And shield.
Alright.
I can't. So the downside of finisher is I can't use an attack action on the same round that I use it after a finisher.
Gotcha.
So can't attack anymore.
Yep.
Attacks.
This cleric is looking mighty bad. He is looking rough. Is kind of trying to clutch at its back, stumbling back and forth. Holds up claw. Reaches out with necromantic energy around it toward Oarshisk. Well, or would it go after Fabian? Oarshisk in front. Oarshisk last hit.
Clowns to the left of him, lizards to the right.
Here I am, about to die with you. It's gonna go, and you have the same hit points too, so it's gonna go after Oarshisk.
Fort.
Let's see. Yes, yet another fortitude saving throw.
There you go.
Oh, finally did it.
Oh.
Finally, you're putting up your shield, assuming that this is the end. But then, a surge of negative energy sucking the life force from you. You take 20 points of negative damage.
Wow.
and you see this cleric somewhat bolstered by that. And will then swipe at you, Arshisk, to finish it off. So, trying to take down Arshisk once and for all. With the swipe of the spiked gauntlet. A natural 20.
I block it with my shield.
I don't think so.
I can't
Arshisk.
do shield block though, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, it's fine.
You can. Would you like to do so?
No, I think I'm still gonna go down.
Okay. Yeah, because it is 20 points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, Oarshisk is life sucked out, drained there, and clobbered right in the face, knocked down to the ground. And unfortunately, that does bring you to dying 2, I believe, because you were knocked out by a critical hit.
That's the only ways I go down anyway, is to crits. So I don't think I've ever been to dying 1.
You don't even know what dying 1 is.
This is dying 1 you speak of. So, boom, Oarshisk goes down. Seemingly a bit more rejuvenated now, the Zolgath looks around, but then stinging pain of blood from its back will take the persistent damage, and then try a flat check to not be bleeding, and is still bleeding. Faith.
1 step up to move closer to him. So it's still a Zolgath, right?
Yes.
Okay. They're on the bad list. I'm gonna flurry on Yamashka.
All right. A 19. It's not quite enough. It's
Just it over me.
I don't want to. It seems like bad luck, but I should have though. I realize that now. Aha, 21.
21. It's not frightened 1 anymore, and you're not technically flanking with it, so a 21 will miss.
Oh no.
It's a little shaken by Oarshisk going down.
Yeah. Well, third action we're gonna fix that. So I'm gonna battle Medicine Harashik.
Hurt punch. Hurt punch.
I'm sorry.
Heal punch.
I want to click that button.
Hey.
Regular success.
So
So
I
you gain a whopping 4 hit points.
4 hit points.
Yep. So 4 hit points, and wounded goes away.
Wounded goes away. Oh, because
No, wounded doesn't go away.
Oh, not on battle medicine?
Not on battle medicine, no.
Oh. So
I'm wounded 1, wounded
You're wounded 2.
2. So what happens when I go down?
You'll be a dying 3.
you'd be a
Yeah.
dying 3.
Unless you get crit again, in which case you'll die.
I see.
So-
That's
so-
No
not
pressure.
a roll.
Try to not let that happen.
Re-roll.
Yeah. Okay, Faith, you bring Oarshisk back for the time being from the brink of
For
death.
better or worse.
Horatio is like, this is stupid, I'm gonna fry this bitch. And just going to continue the horrible onslaught of lightning. Reflex saving throw. Does succeed on this one, though. So, a little bit more zap as this Zolgath's giving you a bit more problem. And we'll just say Horatio just keeps on sustaining this big ol' shield bubble, just in case anyone gets shot back there. Marion.
I'm gonna shoot.
Shoot, baby, shoot, baby.
Hey.
23 is enough. 4 points of piercing damage. Takes an arrow. Is looking really rough after that.
Number 2, it's a 19, no good.
No good. The arrow flies over and breaks more of the window back there of the atrium. Your ancestors shake their heads.
Yep, I'm going to draw my wand of Cure Wounds.
Okay. Wand's out. Fabian.
Oh wait, I'm still sickened. I meant to retch
Throw up.
first.
Would you rather do
Can
that
I
instead
recon?
of
Yeah,
wand? Yeah, no problem.
it's a 16.
You still,
Shit.
not feeling great.
So that's a 22 and an 18.
The 22 still would have hit,
Okay, good.
and the 18 still misses. So because you got a 16, yeah, it's not quite enough. So yeah, now Fabian.
Okay, I'll move to get back into flanking,
Mhm.
and then we'll
Finish him.
stab the first.
19 isn't quite enough. You're sickened.
Oh.
If you weren't sickened, it would be enough, but you're just a little
no.
queasy. Go in for the rapier strike.
Try
A
the second.
25, however, will be a hit and a sneak attack on top of that.
There we go.
Sensing the urgency that if Oashika struck again, will be destroyed, Fabian sends the rapier out, perfect lunging stance, and goes right where you twisted the rapier before. Zolgath coughs up blood and falls near its other compatriot, dead.
Oh no, Arshusk.
I don't feel so good.
You all get 80 experience points.
80.
So you're at 430?
Yeah.
Okay. And the place is now lousy with Zolgath bodies and stench of decay and blood and rot.
I'm just gonna retch in the corner until I get rid of this.
Bleh. Sure, Fabian and Marion, you can take a little bit of time to throw up a lot on this nice pink marble floor of the temple.
I feel like I just asked about this like less than 5 minutes ago, but healing?
Healing?
Really?
It was a long time ago. to be
It
fair.
was like 30 seconds ago.
Feels like forever.
30.
Yeah. Well,
Well, first I knock you down again,
knocked down, but then
but it's dying 3.
dying 3, and then wounded goes away from tree wounds, right?
And then I would go to
Yeah.
34 then.
Yeah.
And you get a 34. Yeah. So, you gotta
Brink of death.
gotta go right to the edge. You know, Faith, you probably punched a little bit with the the killing hand, just a little bit there, like oh shit.
I mean, they're a lot heavier than I'm used to.
yeah, it's just off weight, you know, just them big hands.
This is my third. Was that my third time at dying 3? Maybe.
Just skirting close to the edge.
What's that die hard feat?
Makes it dying 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, for you
Yep,
to
I
die.
have that.
Not a bad investment if you get the chance.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Just in case. Although it didn't save Petra. Oh.
Well,
Well,
But we did do the rules
fudge the
wrong.
numbers.
I did
Yeah.
Whatever.
Anyway.
I'm bad at this game, so whatever.
Let's.
Uh,
I'm gonna loot these people.
okay.
The ones that just came in, we'll just hang out here and keep killing.
Just
Zolgath
wait
as
for
they
them all to
in.
come
Just one at
through.
a time.
Just
We'll be
yeah,
level 20 before we
bring
go.
them on. Standing here in the midst of Eridan's sacred place. So there is another +1 striking spiked gauntlet on this Zolgath as well. It seems that
Is
this
it-
is the given to their priests.
Is it the left hand or the right hand?
The left hand's more evil, so we'll say the left hand.
Wow.
Wow, I see how
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, I went there.
Are
Calling
they-
out
are
all
they
you
both-
lefties.
Are they
Um,
both left-handed gloves, or is one right-handed and one left-handed?
Nope, they're both left-handed. That's how evil works. The other Zolgaths you see around you had great axes, javelins, and breastplates of medium quality. Armored, but, seemingly like, just soldiers in the Zolgath forces that have come and occupied Moonstone Hall.
Yeah.
I think Fabian and I both will need at least one more heal. So that'll take, what, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
And then 40 minutes to get the focus point back or whatever?
Well, I didn't use my focus point.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
If other people have to focus, I can focus while them. So, I guess we'll do Fabian first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aha!
good.
It's a crit success.
Doesn't matter though, right?
No, but
It looks
it makes me feel better.
Yeah.
So 28 hit points to
Great
Fabian.
number.
And then Arashik again.
All right.
I only got a 1 on that damage roll. That's nice.
32 more hit points.
32 for Arashik.
Healing punch. Healing punch.
Okay, we're probably okay for now.
We'll just wait for the other ones to show up.
All right.
Yeah.
You take another half hour, and no Zolgaths show up this time.
Towards the end of that half hour, I'm going to start coming over to have a look at the
Sure.
altar.
Miriam, you approach the altar. As you do so, there's a sense of dread coming over you. You see that image again and again and again of all these figures standing at the pulpit, exhorting with a phantom sermon to those that might have once sat here and listened to the words of the holy clergy of Eridan. And as you feel this, you feel their eyes gaze upon you in judgment, wondering if you are worthy to approach the pulpit, worthy to meet the legacy of Eridan. As you do so, I need you to make a will saving throw.
Ooh, cool. I'll use a hero point. This seems...
Important.
Yeah.
Lord.
Hey! That's so much better.
All right. Marion, the eyes of these clergy turn toward you, and you feel that unworthiness just creep in ever so slightly into your mind, into your brain. You become drained 2.
Ooh.
You lose 2 hit points, and that comes from your max as well. Here at the pulpit, you feel the spirits still lingering, still looking and gazing upon you, but nothing else has happened for the moment. What do you do?
I will retreat for now.
You back away quickly. The rest of you see Marion come forward, struggling to get up to the pulpit, and then backing away from whatever that might have been.
Wouldn't recommend it.
Everything
They're very
alright?
judgmental.
Who?
Ooh.
Let's come back to this. Let's circle back around.
Circle back.
We should secure the rest of this structure.
Looking around, you see behind the pulpit, defaced images. There's some writing back there, drawings, that kind of thing. And then there are 2 doors going out to either side, here and here. And then back the way you came, there's a passageway to the north you noticed as well.
The Zolgas, I theorize, are coming from the passage to the north. Maybe we should go that way. And then circle back to here and come back to these 2 doors.
Well, these 2 doors are... I don't know how much I
Narrow.
know about religion, but probably smaller side rooms. Probably.
I mean, we can go ahead and look. We
Just
are
a-
right here.
A peeksies.
I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna open the southern door.
Okay. Brother
All right.
follows not too far behind. Marion.
Wait, not that. I'll let Marion take the lead on this one. I can heal him later.
Okay. Marion, you open this door.
Probably not.
The marble walls of this short hall are smeared with blood. A thin greenish haze fills the air, giving off a smell of sodden leaves and decay. The scent wafts past you, and you just feel gross again. There's the green haze kind of lingering in this hallway, which goes and does a U-turn. So it goes straight, right, and then comes, you can tell that it loops back around, like
Straight and then left?
this way.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, it goes right.
Oh, okay.
I motion for Ararshis to come over.
By the canary.
No, because canaries are supposed to breathe.
Harsh.
I feel like my enemy should also tell me that I should cease that as well. You want me to go in there?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Hopefully I don't die from this. I'm gonna hold my breath.
Okay.
Close my nose, and then go through.
Okay, you step in. Just a bit of a haze, kind of looking through. Nothing seems to be too out of the ordinary. You step there, and there is a little bit of a flash from the floor. There is a flash, and then just like a faint popping sound. Just like a... and there is then this... And, Arshis, you don't really have dark vision, do you?
I don't think so.
So, it's really hard to tell, but you can get the sense of something large standing very close to you in the dark, and just a little bit of a gleam of sharpened teeth in this huge maw. Roar out at you. I would like everyone to roll perception for initiative.
It's like that scene in Alien where she's in the gangways
Yep.
underneath, and she turns around and it's right there or whatever, right?
And it's right there. Yep.
I am ready for whatever this is.
I was getting ready to roll a reflex save, but I guess that's not what's happening.
I think that comes next.
Okay. So this guy. All right. Faith, you first get the sense, no, something's wrong. You heard a roar back there, and that probably was not Oarshisk. What do you do?
mean, usually when he is in pain, he makes different noises than that.
Do you have light on you? Does anybody have light on them?
I don't have light on me.
But you
Do
have...
you not? I have dark vision.
I see.
If I'm standing here, I can't hit him, right? There seems to be a wall here.
There's a wall, but technically it is a large creature occupying that space, so I'll say it has cover from you from that position.
Okay, but I still have movement, so I can just keep going.
You can.
So that would be all of my movement for my first action.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Faith.
It is like Alien.
As you come over there, you step forward, you're like, holy shit, what the fuck is... as a tail, as a reaction, comes whipping out in your direction. As it does have an attack of opportunity. Yep.
You
So,
don't see those a lot these days.
does a 25 hit you, Faith?
Just barely.
Okay. Faith, a sharpened tail comes out of the darkness. Arsha's gift, you kind of like duck as you hear a whoosh. And then you take 23 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
And you can see, Faith, this horrifying looking creature, big and kind of almost dinosaur-like, but with this massive maw of wicked, sharp, protruding teeth, these huge claws, this kind of frilled, structure back to it. And just for the benefit of everyone, just curious of what this hell this looks like, it looks like this. So yeah, that big sharp spiked tail just whack,
Out of reaction.
hit
So I
you.
run away,
So
close the door. We just kind of move on from Arashik.
There you
I
go.
know we kind of liked him, but
we liked him, but this is too much. Sorry, we can't do anything about this.
I also just realized, speaking of attack of opportunity, that Zolgath cast a couple of spells in melee range to me, didn't he?
yeah. I don't know if they were somatic.
Yeah, I would have to go back and look and see if they were or not. They might have been. There's my
Missed
probably
opportunity.
chance. Yeah.
So instead of running away, I'm gonna summon my faith and try to punch this guy in the nose.
Summon Faith.
I guess summoning myself. Is it a 17 hit?
No.
I'll try again. Good lord.
No.
Just a regular punch then. No, apparently I am not ready to fight
A little
this
rattled.
next
You
swing
come around the corner
wildly.
like, ah! There are too many spikes. I can't hit it. But
No safe spot.
yeah, Faith, a little perturbed by all this. Arshisk.
I don't even know. What? Titans. Can you normally, like, combat maneuver things that are large? Or is that... I can't remember if Titan Wrestler is larger than large, or...
It's huge and bigger.
Okay.
Titan Wrestler, yeah, I think you get two
But
size
normally you
categories.
can't do large, right?
You can do large.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna try to start off with a trip. I don't particularly want to grapple it. That doesn't seem like a smart idea. I'm gonna try trip it. So that's just gonna be a athletics check against reflex.
Okie dokie.
Ooh. That's a critical failure, isn't it?
You go to trip this horrible monstrosity in the dark that just slammed a tail against Faith. And you realize it has 4 legs. It's quite stable. So it trips you
Also,
back.
I can't see it.
It is a critical failure.
I'm going to stand up and... We really need to back out of here. But Faith is still here.
Yep.
Faith has less hit points than I do.
Only because it hit me.
Shield. I will do shield up.
Okay, you stay in position with the shield.
I'm gonna hold my ground.
It's turn. Hey.
I'm not leaving Faith by herself.
Well,
I mean, well, too late now.
let's see. Yeah, Faith, you look like a tasty little morsel to this horrible creature. It's going to lash out with its massive jaws to try and eat you.
Oh, I don't like being eaten.
That is a 24 to hit.
It will fail at eating me.
Oh boy.
Really?
It
Told you I don't like
fails. Oof! Dodge out of the way. It will try that with its second attack again. That
It's a crit.
is a natural 20.
That will succeed.
Quick shield block.
Well,
I'm gonna duck behind a Isaac shield.
ah! You take 28 points of piercing damage. And what happens, its final action, is when it releases the bite, one of these wicked teeth detaches, snaps off, and remains in you. You are now taking 1d6 persistent bleed damage, and you are drained 1. So, drained is max hit points, go
And
down by,
current
and
down
current hit
1.
points go down by 1, and you have the persistent bleed. So, Faith, this tooth snaps off, and it just hurts and sends this coursing vileness into your blood.
So I have persistent bleed damage, which would be
But then, that's its turn. Horatio.
the. I'm still here.
I'm
saying.
still standing. Horatio's like, shit, I didn't prepare light. So...
He didn't?
Nope.
I mean, wait,
Wow.
we knew we were going underground. Did we?
I
did we
have
not
light on
realize
my
this?
bow.
Yes.
I always have light on my bow.
Yes, Marion has the light. But... yeah, Marion does have the light on. But...
Apparently, I'm
from
reading a
where
lot.
Horatio can see... I guess move up to here so you kind of can see around a little bit better. Yeah, I'm gonna say Horatio's gonna shoot lightning, but it has cover from its current position. You can see kind of partially of it, but it's trying to like hit around this corner. So he will do an electric arc. So with a reflex save, that does succeed, regular success. So we'll take the 5 points of lightning damage. And he's like, this doesn't look good, guys. Fabian.
Okay. Let's see. I will use the first. I think it'd take me 2 actions to get here. And then I guess it's going to have cover, but I'm going to try and do my best to attack anyways.
Okay.
With all the penalties, therefore, I'll just roll normally, and then we'll subtract from the total.
Yeah, the cover gives him a
So
bonus to
minus-
AC.
Yeah,
So?
minus whatever bonuses to that he would get.
Okay, so 25 versus his AC plus cover. It's not quite enough. It's this horrible big creature in the dark, but you're trying to stab around the corner and it just sends one claw,
Oh no!
parrying aside your blow. that your go, Fabian?
That's my whole turn. Oh no.
Marion.
I'm going to draw my wand and cast a 2-level heal on Faith.
Pew! Got you.
And I'm going to yell at everyone, "Get out of the hallway!"
Alright.
That is 22 hit points.
Pew! Alright.
Take it.
Faith.
Guarded step is a thing, right?
Step.
Yeah, just 5-foot step.
5-foot step. Move 5 feet without triggering reactions.
Well, I'm gonna listen to my boss. Well, I'm gonna listen to Marion. I'm not gonna listen to my boss, but I'm gonna do it my way. So, first action, I'm gonna flurry. 23 probably misses.
A 23 does miss. Hardened hide of this creature.
How about 28?
28 will hit. So you do manage to do 11 points of bludgeoning damage to it.
And has to make a fort save.
Okay.
And
34.
It's a critical success.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take a 5-foot step to here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna move.
As you go to move away from that
Has
position,
reached.
the long tail reaches. I will say you have lesser cover because there's an Oarshisk in the way, so you can get a +1 circumstance bonus to AC. But the tail will, as you go to run away, try to slam down upon you. And it rolls a natural 1. So you are able to do a little duck roll just as the tail, bam, slams aside.
I mean, do I want to stay here? Well, you did say get out of the hallway. I'll move there so we can all get out.
Okay, and you run out of the hallway. At the end of your turn,
I take some bleed
you
damage.
take 1 point of bleed damage, and you can make that persistent or the flat check. Still bleeding. So, Faith,
Yeah.
as you attempt to kind of, feel better about this bleeding and try to do whatever you can to stop it, you quickly realize something. The tooth is embedded into you and is like continuously making you bleed. You don't think that you can stop the bleeding unless you extract the tooth.
Okay.
But you realize that at the end of your turn. Oarshisk, onto you.
We're gonna try for. There's no light here, right? Or did Marion cast light on this turn? I don't know.
Marion's bow is emitting light, but it's kind of the way it's shining out against the walls. You can't really see the
Anything
full picture
past
of the creature.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all out of reactions, just saying.
I know. But me moving back is just gonna be bad news for Fabian. I'm gonna try to trip it again.
Okay.
Athletics check.
Yeah. A
Not a crit failure,
22 is not a crit failure, no, but it remains on the ground.
there's no point in doing that. God damn it. If I try it again, I'm just likely to crit fail it.
If you leave the hallway, then the rest of us can see it.
Also,
After
you
it
can
chases
see
you.
Of course.
Well, my plan is for everybody to be out of the hallway before I leave. Because if I leave, Baby is just going to get punched.
So valiant.
True.
Stay behind.
If Fabian
I
leaves,
have-
you're gonna
Go.
get punched.
But I have a better chance of surviving than Fabian does. We're just gonna attack it. Just a swipe. Regular old swipe. 24 to hit.
A 24 will miss.
Okay.
Hardened carapace of this monster.
I'll put up a shield again, and that'll be my turn.
Cool.
A buckler.
You putting up your shield? Okay. Okay. So it's then its turn. Well, guess I'm gonna eat a Larshisk. Standing forward, trying to be like, I'll hold the line. It's this horrible monster that appeared. Will make its jaws attack against you. That'll be a 29 to hit you, Larshisk.
That will hit.
Okay, you take 18 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And one of the teeth snaps off into you. You are taking 1d6 persistent bleed damage and are drained 1. As the tooth bleeds. So...
Hey guys, I got a new plan. Eventually, it'll run out of teeth.
It looks like it has a lot.
all
in
the
that
teeth
move.
in you. And eventually, theoretically, it will run out of teeth.
It's probably an adult. It's not going to grow new teeth.
Yeah, so then as its third action, it's just gonna like swipe a claw at you to try and like just get you out of the way, just take you out, Arshus. So that's gonna be only a 19 to hit though. I don't think does it. Against Arshus?
No.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. Wait, so drained?
Drained 1, so you take a penalty, you take a -1 to your maximum and current hit points.
You could just click
Right.
on the drained condition and put the 1 down.
It took 4 hit points off of me. Is it a con penalty?
Oh, it is equal to your level times the drain value. My mistake. That is what happens. Yeah, so it's drained
4
1
HP.
at you guys. Well, what? Equal to your level times the drain value. Y'all level 6 now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so it took 6 points. I'm doing math wrong.
Six.
Took 6 hit
Okay,
points
okay,
off.
yeah. So it should be
Was
taking.
that enough to down Faith when she was?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, because you clicked on the condition in the
I-
character sheet. I think it automatically did it. Yeah.
I did, but it reset my damage because I did it on the character sheet and I was adjusting the damage on my token.
Yeah, you didn't get
It
down
worked
to that low.
No,
so.
it was close though, but I'm
No.
actually at 30, not 35.
Gotcha. Okay. Good to know. Good to read. Good thing I have this GM screen. Okay, so it's now teeth left and right.
I mean, I like it a lot better with just 1.
Um,
I don't see why it should be worse the better we are. That doesn't make any sense.
because you're strong. It's sapping the greater life force that you now possess.
We have more life force.
You have more life force. I think Horatio's probably going to go ahead and do the aura. Be like, get back, get in my protection bubble. And keep zapping off lightning. It's not waste his resources while he's not here. Ooh, bad damage. Reflex save. It's a critical success in the reflex save. He just kind of like zaps him down the hallway. This horrible monster continues its horrible assault. Fabian.
Okay. Well, from where I'm at, let's see if I can feint him.
That's against his perception DC, yeah? Yeah, a 27 will succeed. So it
Excellent.
does kind of like, you find a little bit of an opening.
Just remind all of the
You get all kinds of
various
bullshit.
things that happen from that.
-2 to perception and reflex, okay. Offset the cover it's getting.
But it's also flat-footed,
Mm-hmm.
which is important.
Yes, and then let's just strike once before I do a tactical retreat. So let's strike it.
A 19, even flat-footed and all this good stuff, will miss, unfortunately.
Oh man, this thing's tanky. And then
Graham has his button on that button, one finger on that button.
and yeah, let's tactical retreat. I know it's gonna get a reaction, but let's try to escape.
Yeah, well. Alright, Fabian, you run away. You will be getting cover from it, because you both are on kind of the corner of the wall here. So you have a +2 to your AC against this attack right here. A total of 22 to hit your AC +2.
Thankfully, the cover protects me.
Alright, hits the side of the wall. There's some crack of plaster and stone as things blow up, but the tail does not strike you, and you run back.
Will take my tactical retreat. Watch us get out of there.
Run! Okay.
Ah, you fools.
Marion.
Let's see. Yeah. I'm going to cast heal at 2nd level. Hitting Faith.
Okay.
27 hit points.
Yep, and then I'm going to get away from the door.
Alright. Healing energy washes over Faith as Marion retreats. Faith.
Bolstered on by my unwise confidence, I'm gonna dash in to where Fabian was, punch it twice, and then run away.
Ba-bam. Oh! 33. Will hit. 10 points of
Yay!
bludgeoning damage.
14 will miss.
14 will miss.
It can critically succeed on his fortitude save, and then I run.
Let's see.
I'm gonna do
29.
here. 20. Ha! It's only a regular success. I was
Ah,
wrong about the regular
beans.
success.
Okay, Faith, you get like a quick little punch in and come back. So at the end of your turn, Faith, you take 2 points of bleeding damage, and that tooth still just kind of sticks in there and is unable to be treated until that tooth is removed. Oarshisk.
Yeah, I could try to trip it, but I'll probably be risking a critical failure. So we're just gonna leave and close the door on my way out.
So
I don't know. Should I close the door?
Close
Up to
the
you.
door and right. Dangerous dinosaur. No,
It's me before it. Yeah, I might as well close the door. Why not?
I mean,
I imagine
it-
though it
Wait, actually
closes
opening of a crack.
in a like the opposite direction from where I could bar it. Like I imagine it closes like, cause you know like at the side door of a church it would open like in, right, and not out.
Where are the hinges on this door?
Um,
Well, no, it should open. If it's OSHA compliant, it should open towards us. Because in case
Toward
of a
the exit.
fire, you want to push the door to get open, not pull the door.
but Brian, it is
should
a
open-
church.
Yeah, this is where people would be. If they were trying to get out, they would be going.
No, if people are in here when there's a fire and they're trying to rush out,
But what if this is
No.
an emergency exit?
No. I think it
That's-
opens the opposite
that's
way.
true.
But that's just me.
I was trying to help
know what?
us.
I'm gonna roll for it.
This is an egg. That's an egg.
Roll.
Is this church OSHA compliant? I
Okay.
don't-
Door should
So
open out.
I'm gonna roll for it. I'm gonna roll a d4. On a 1 or 2, it opens out toward you guys. Or a 3 or 4, it opens toward this way.
I guess people are in the way, so I can't even borrow it anyway. So it doesn't matter, right?
It opens this way. So you can reach in and close it if you want.
Yeah, I'll close it on my way out.
But we can't bar it.
Okay. So the door
Somebody had
closes.
the lock spell.
Is that 2 action, moving and closing, or do you want me to do that as 3 action?
2 actions.
And then can I what can I do about this tooth in me? Can I
It looks like, maybe the medicine expert amongst you might have to administer some first aid to extract this huge tooth from you.
Oh. It's not just a regular action.
can't just pull it out?
Administer first aid is a 2
I mean, you
action
could.
activity.
Probably shouldn't. It's like serrated or something, I imagine.
This big, break off tooth. It's just like this massive syringe in your side, just kind of pumping this negative energy into you and causing you to bleed out.
Yeah. What other actions can I take? What are there other besides total defense? I don't know. What?
You can raise your shield.
Yeah, I suppose.
I wish there was like a dodge.
Raise shield, I guess, and then take that d6.
Okay.
Is that second d6 me?
Oh, sorry, I did not.
No, it was a D4. That was the door.
Uh,
The door takes 3 points of damage.
You take 3 points of Arshisk from being hurt. Let's see here.
Does it have object permanence?
They're gone. They vanished out of the
I've already argued that it's an adult, so it probably does.
Okay.
The ball's in your court, Graham.
I know.
For once.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't seem to have thumbs, so probably
The-
can't open the door.
The door doesn't open. You don't know what's going on the other side.
Are there sounds?
You can hear the creature on the other side. You can hear it, and then it kind of, the noises seem to subside a little bit. Horatio is just gonna kind of stand back with his brother and expand the radius here and just be like, what do we do, guys?
Did Horatio get a side of it?
Barely, not like a full. Attempt to recall knowledge.
Yeah, enough to recall knowledge.
Sure, that's a good idea. Let's see, Horatio. Horatio shrugs. He's like, I don't know what the fuck that is. Just completely uncharacteristic for Horatio to say, but it's like, fuck, I don't know. Fabian, on to you.
Guess I'll stand here. I'll try to perceive what's going on the other side.
Okay, I'll make a secret perception check for you, Fabian. It takes a second. You have to kind of like still your breathing for a second, but you can hear just a little bit of like breathing from the other side. It seems to have stopped roaring and clamoring around, but there's breathing.
I think it's still there. Maybe it doesn't know how to open a door. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Marion, what do you do?
I throw down whatever I'm holding, and I go to our Rarshisk, and I get my healer's tools, and I administer first aid to pull this jagged tooth out of them.
Okay. Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Skills. Hit medicine.
A 27. You kind of like take a second, use some of the healer's tools, kind of like hold a bandage against the puncture site, pulling that out. So you have successfully removed the tooth. That ends the drained condition on you, Orashisk. However, it does not end the persistent damage. It just enables you to try to recover from it normally. So it's still bleeding out a little bit, but you can attempt the flat checks now at the end of your turn.
And I still stay at the same hit. I don't gain hit points, right, from losing drained.
You don't immediately recover the lost hit points.
Thought,
So
okay.
your hit points are still at the normal level, but your max goes back to its normal level. Okay, so that was Marion.
Thanks.
Faith.
I'm gonna try to take out my own tooth.
Okay.
I'm doing some self-surgery.
Yep, medicine check.
Wait, I'm gonna take out the creature's tooth, not my tooth.
The creature shoot from him.
I'll be
The
specific.
one that's stuck in me.
32, you are able to do so, seeing Marion do it to Orashisk. So that removes the drain condition on you. That was 3 actions, because you have to pull out your healer's tools.
No. You know,
That's right.
as long as I have a hand free,
They're on your person. That's right.
So my third action is I just put the tooth in my pocket.
Knowledge check.
Pocket the tooth. Okay.
Oh, I guess. Yeah. I should
You want to
probably
try
use
to
knowledge.
recall knowledge?
I'll use occultism.
Okay,
Maybe it's an
Faith.
occult monster. I don't know.
Faith. Looks pretty menacing. Might be from some sort of lower plane or something, but just as far as specifics as to what it is, you do not know. It is some horrible monster that tried to eat you. So, at the end of your turn, Faith, you'll take 1 point of bleeding damage, and then you can try your flat check. Still bleeding. Still bleeding. Orashisk?
Is there a way we can either get ourselves an extra check while trying to staunch the blood flow, or help somebody else or something? Get another check?
I believe that's the normal use of administer first aid, if I'm not
Oh, so you
mistaken.
need to be trained in this?
I don't think it's a trained one. Let's see. Medicine, administer first aid. You have to have healer's tools.
Oh, okay.
And administer first aid. Stop bleeding. Make a medicine check, giving them a chance to make another flat check to remove the persistent damage.
I don't have healer's tools.
The DC is usually the DC of the effect that caused the bleed, so it's not a flat check. But the effect that caused the bleed was I got hit. I got bit.
Well,
technically.
so the medicine check itself is not a flat check, but the
The
Right.
medicine check, the medicine check has a certain DC depending on what made you bleed,
Yeah.
but then it allows you to make a flat check.
I'm gonna try to recall knowledge, I guess. Do I have any knowledge skills? I don't have Arcana. I don't have.
I've made your secret check. Fuck. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have like knowledge. I'm not, up and up on these kinds of things.
Yep.
So that was one action. I guess I'll ready an action in case it comes to the door to try to attack it.
You need 2 actions ready in action. But you're not doing anything, so I guess, yeah.
Yeah, you just did the recall knowledge as one, so you had the two to ready, just to, like, in case something comes crashing into that door.
Just in case, I don't know. Who knows how the battlefield will change?
Sure. You take 5 points of bleed damage and can attempt your flat check.
And then just 1d20.
Hey, you ain't bleeding no more. Look at that.
For now.
For now. Okay. On its go. Fabian, you hear a little bit of snarling. But nothing else. As far as you can tell. Comes to Horatio's turn. Horatio doesn't have much to help with the whole bleeding out thing. So we'll hold electricity.
We can identify like what the green stuff is?
Um,
Or is that part of the monster thing? Potentially.
It could be something different. We'll say Horatio kind of takes a think about that. Nope, can't quite figure it out. Just like tries to think, what the fuck's going on? Fabian, what are you doing at this point?
Cannot heal, and I do not think it is wise to open this door yet. I guess I will just hold my action. If that door opens, I will stab what's on the other side of it.
Okay.
And wait until people are ready and not bleeding out.
Head priest opens the door, just gets stabbed immediately.
Yeah, it's just like it's like the captain of the guard. Oh, we're so glad
hi,
we found
everyone.
you.
Oh,
Well, don't be sneaking in a scary place.
Marion, what you doing?
Is Faith still bleeding?
Yeah.
It's still bleeding.
I'll step to here and I will administer first aid again.
Okay. Go make that medicine check.
Medicine. Nope.
Nope. Not quite. Can't quite help out with the bleeding.
Yep.
Faith?
I'll try it myself, I guess.
Alright. Staunch the bleeding.
Aha.
Alright, you can make a flat check, and then at the end of your turn I'll get another flat check.
Nope.
Not quite enough.
End of my turn. Also not quite enough.
No. Not quite enough. You took 4 points of bleed damage.
Just to slowly bleed to death.
His Faith is slowly bleeding out from this wound.
It's just not stopping.
Yeah. Well, I'll say, does anyone do anything different besides trying to either treat Faith's wounds or ready at the door? It seems like Awarshisk and Fabian are readying at the door to see whatever comes through. Horatio's trying to figure out what's going on, and Marion's trying to medicine check Faith, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll steady with that for
We'll
now.
we'll head all steady with that. We'll get to Horatio trying to make another recall knowledge on it. So Horatio has himself a good think for a minute. Is like, looks at it. That thing couldn't have fit through the door. So maybe it's summoned? But I don't think it's from around here. I think it's called a Kruth. They're also called crocodile eaters, I think. Yeah, it might have something to do with Zev Gava Zeb and the swampy, dark places. I don't know. The gas around it seems like it's swamp gas or something. It might be fine. It may just be from wherever it comes from. I don't know. And seems to be kind of just trying to puzzle it all together. Marion, did you want to try another medicine check?
Yeah.
Sure, go for it.
That's better than what I had.
Better. It's against the effect. It's not quite enough to help out Faith. Ooh,
Oh, well.
Faith. Faithy, what'll we go? Go try it again, see if you bleed out.
I'll move away and I'll say, all right, fine, open the door.
Faith, you do indeed. Nope, not on that one.
I mean, just by the.
Faith is going to sit and bleed to death.
I hate flat checks.
Take
There's nothing you can
points
do
of
about
bleeding
them.
damage.
That's true. There's nothing you can do. About
Bleeding out. Okay. Oarshisk. Marion goes back, maybe out of spite or frustration. Just fuck it. Open the door. What do you do?
I'm gonna. Are you sure? Kind of look, quizzical look.
He makes that face back to you. I mean, it's a
I'm
fucking
gonna-
crocodile eater. I'm not sure about anything anymore.
Rug.
Should find a crocodile and beat it to it.
Well, Faith's in the way. I can't get to the door because Faith and Fabian are in front of it.
So, you hold position, Oarshisk?
Yeah.
You can always delay.
Oh,
true.
that's true. I could delay. Let's delay until
Delay.
something happens.
Okay.
Till the situation changes.
Well, seemingly, as far as you can tell, situation does not change on its turn. Horatio's like,
We could just leave it, right?
yeah, I don't think it can open the door. I guess it's just a big dumb animal. My best guess. Still,
I mean, if it can't fit through the door,
yeah, doesn't look
we
like
could
it.
open the door, I'll move
And just
backwards, and just blast it with
pelt it.
ranged attacks.
Like a fish in the barrel thing.
I mean, it could then just run and take cover behind the wall, like
Yeah,
further
that's
down
true.
the hall.
Fabian, Horatio stands put, kind of at the ready.
Well, are we ready to open this door? Let's open it up. Let's see what's on the other side.
Oh, I mean,
Although I
should
wish
Faith back up
Horatio's
for a second?
I wish. Pardon?
Should we have? Can we back up and have one person open the door?
Okay. Well, I would enjoy this protective ward of Mr. Horatio,
It should be bigger, by the way.
but I can't do
Yeah, he's
any.
been, we'll assume he's been sustaining it during this time.
Oh,
I don't know if it can get that big, but we'll say sure.
I think it can.
Yeah, I think that's as big as it gets.
Keeps
Well-
going.
But I remember how long it lasts, though.
Mm.
I mean,
Sustain.
yes, we can.
10 minutes. I don't know.
Anyways, let's try this again. Let's open the door.
Can you open the door?
30 feet actually.
Oh, damn.
So,
Can you open the door, Fabian?
Well, unless there's an objection from the party.
You'll find none here.
Okay, let's open the door.
Fabian, you go
Marcy's like,
to open the
"Bye."
door.
Just bumps against
And-
the creature. I can't get it open.
because it pushes. You push it. Open it.
You don't see anything.
On.
Well, I don't like that.
Music stopped.
Well,
Could be a good sign. Could be a bad sign. Right.
I will use my last two actions to If anything should appear in striking range, I'll strike it, but I'm not going in there.
Okay. Marion.
I just run in, peek around the corner,
Marion's like,
and then I come back out. That's going to take about all 3 actions.
Marion goes in, looks around, comes back.
It's gone.
Is there another way it could have gone down there?
I mean, the weird thing is that the doors are all closed.
The doors are all closed.
Did the summon end?
It could have been. It could have been. Aha! Aha! I look at Horatio and I go, aha! I've heard about these things. I think it was a summoning rune. Can I make a recall knowledge check to see if I actually know about those?
Let's see.
But I have no idea what those are, nor have I ever heard of them. But if they did exist, that sounds like something they would be.
Yeah. I mean, just putting 2 to 2 together. Summoning rune.
He walked in, there was a pop, and then suddenly there was this giant monster.
What's your intelligence? Not that it matters that much.
What's your intelligence?
Not very great.
Better than yours?
Well, Faith, what are you doing on your turn?
I'm gonna continue to try to stop bleeding. This is my goal in life. for however long it's gonna last.
I was gonna see if Faith leads out.
So if it was a summoning rune, which is a trap,
Roll a
right?
medicine check.
Technically,
1d20 roll. Missed it by
disarm
2.
the trap,
6
right?
points.
It was 6 points of damage. I am gonna bleed out.
Yeah, we'll say we're out of initiative. I'll go ahead and assume that between
like,
Marion
recheck.
and Faith, one of you is going to succeed per round to treat wounds. So
Okay.
Faith, you get a free roll, and then I'll do the bleed, and then you get another persistent roll.
Okay. It's my free roll.
Hey,
Haha, I
Hey,
succeeded.
there you go. Finally managed to succeed in snuffing out the blood that is pouring out of Faith. You have a lot of blood in there, you know? It was pooling up and getting, like, contained with the hand wraps. So it just kind of, like, punctured in there and started bleeding out like a balloon.
For my third action, I'm gonna invent band-aids.
So, yeah, everything kind of dawns. Marion posits this theory of a summoning rune. Horatio kind of step forward a little bit, look through. Look around. I think there's something on the floor. Yeah, I think right about here there's some kind of rune. It looks back to Fabian. Might try to, scrub out some of the runes. Maybe use some of those thieves' tools to, I don't know,
Sure.
give it a shot.
I will
Yeah.
offer light.
Oh, thanks. That's helpful. I don't see in the dark so well. Okay. Do I
I
roll
guess
some-
I can help
It
with
would
that.
be a
Thievery?
thiever. You could try a thievery check.
I also have thieves' tools. Can
sure.
I assist?
Yeah,
Or
Faith, you
just
can
kinda
try to assist as
do-
well.
do the other area.
So Faith, it'll be just a D20 roll. Or sorry, a DC20.
I'm not doing it if it's a flat check. I'm
No,
just leaving.
it is a DC20
Okay.
regular thievery check. Yeah,
Oh.
so that's a critical success, which bumps it up from a 24 to a 26, I believe, for that assist. Yeah.
Oh.
which is just what you needed, no lie. So between Faith and Fabian, you're kind of able to see through the green haze and whatnot this circle of runes. Indeed, Marion's theory was correct. You take a few moments and manage to rub out the rune enough to where you think the magic is broken, and seemingly the summoning rune disabled. For doing that, you all get 80 experience points.
My next question is, who put that there? I don't think... Are the Zolgaths smart enough to do that?
Did we get XP for the second set of Zugnoise?
Zugno. the Zolgaths you killed earlier, brought you up to
We got
430.
80.
This is going to bring you up to 510.
No, but there was Zolgaths between those two though. Oh no, there wasn't.
Yeah, we got the first group of Zolgaths we killed last session, so we got the experience for them then.
The big boys and whatnot. And then there's the ones that came in while you were resting. How dare they? And now this summoning room trap. Seemingly defeated. But does bring up a good point of why was this here? How did they do it? Did they
Well, we
do it?
already know they are working with other demons.
Yeah.
So after doing this, to kind of close us out for the session, where do you go afterwards? You see that the hallway wraps around this side, and you see Marion coming through. There are two smaller doors and a larger door at the end of the hallway.
Do we check the north passage or stay here?
Well, I'm going to heal myself before we go any farther, but I vote for the smaller doors.
I also want to go through the smaller doors.
Okay. I would also like healing at some point too.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So I'll take 10 minutes to heal myself.
Healing. It's all you people ever talk about.
10 minutes
Fine.
to heal the next
You
person.
go stand in the front.
I
Oh.
have been.
I failed that second one. Sorry, whoever it was.
Was that me?
Oh wait, no, I rolled.
It was 16 on a 20.
Yeah, it was you. I failed on.
Okay.
But
So
I clicked the wrong thing. You should take it. You should be taking a D8. It still would have failed though.
what's the D8?
That's how much damage you took because I failed.
I see.
You were DC 20.
So a couple of heal checks, one more successful than the other.
I guess take another 10 minutes to do another one.
Here we go again. This takes up the majority of our like.
Adventuring time is just
yeah.
heal punch, heal punch, heal punch, heal punch. But,
Who is that towards?
That was to you.
So 30.
That was to Fabian because Horatio. I can't see you anymore, right? It's Fabian who's injured. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Arash
pretty
is-
good.
No, it's Arash.
Yep. It's the lizard.
Okay.
Beat
it's
up that
always the
lizard.
So you
All
go
right.
up by 37.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any more healing to be done?
I mean, I'll always
No,
take
no,
more,
but-
but like probably shouldn't waste any more time.
Well, I need to refocus.
I need to spend a little bit more time.
I'll do some healing on myself
Sure.
against the DC 15. Awesome.
Hey, there you go. Get a little bit back from Marion. Six whole hit points.
6 whole hit points. It's okay because I'm drained, so I couldn't get that much back anyway.
Yep, and you remain drained. That experience in the pulpit still staying with you, unfortunately. After this rousing round of healing in the hallway, you check the smaller doors.
Yeah.
Do you want more healing before we do that?
Nah.
All right. So quickly you realize that the smaller doors each contain 2 small storage rooms. Looking through them, they seem fairly identical. Looks like there are shelves and a few pegs with moth-eaten priests' robes, shelves stocked with metal pendants, candelabras, and bells. It looks like there is some empty space on the shelves where items might have been. You can see the dust, streaks where there has been something and it has been removed. You look and see that in the western room, there is a broken bottle lying in the middle of the floor, and there's some kind of liquid that's kind of like sticky, and this kind of the smell, it's a scent, like scented liquid or something like that, that is a broken bottle and its contents lying on the floor there. They're dust covered. Basically everything else that remains in this room is dust covered. You also notice that in the eastern room, there is a battered iron shield on a rusted stand.
Is it magic?
You ping for magic and determine that yes, indeed, that shield is magical.
Ooh. All right. I will give the shield to Orarshis.
All right.
Okay.
And I suppose we should spend some time identifying it.
Sure. You take a quick gander over it and identify it as a lesser sturdy shield.
Ooh.
It is, despite its dented and worn appearance, it is actually tougher than its non-magical counterpart. It has hardness 10, HP 80, broken threshold 40. And it's a steel shield.
That is actually worth blocking with.
Shield blocking?
Yeah. Up to you. And we should also identify whatever the strange liquid is.
Okay. Determine that it is not magical. Best guess this was probably used in some
Urine.
ritual. If it's not piss, quickly determine it is not a piss bottle. It is probably some, anointing liquid that was used in rituals ages
Not
ago.
alchemical.
No. Doesn't seem to have kind of any alchemical properties to it. Just this sweet smelling liquid. You could even kind of taste it a little bit, and it tastes horrible, but it doesn't hurt you or anything like that.
Okay. All right.
Do you continue through the large door?
Yes, the large door.
Marion continues his inexorable advance through the Moonstone Hall and opens up this next large door besides storage rooms. Opening it up, you reveal. This chamber has towering ebony doors to the east and west. A stone statue of a human man clad in a flowing robe has one hand raised in a gesture of warning, and a burning brazier held in its other hand. The statue looks as though it had been broken and reassembled several times. It stands directly in front of the western door. Other than several chunks of stone and black wood scattered across the floor, the room is bare. In the statue, you see something within you, Marion, tells you this is the visage of he who walked among us and raised these isles from the sea. The visage of Eridan, god of humanity. And from behind him, from the doors echoing from a deep, dark place, once more, the voice calls to you louder and clearer than it has ever been before. Marion, come. You are wasting time. I need you. And that is where we'll end tonight's session. Until next time on Really Playing Games, The Extinction Curve.
Bye.